Hey, what's going on, family? It's your man B Miles coming to you live once again with another video from the B Miles 84 Conscious channel. I actually want to come to y'all with another video, man, talking about how more than 100 people and thousands injured in anti-government protests in Iraq. And I'm actually going to read some of the notes from the article, and I'm going to leave the article in the description box so you can also do further research on your own, okay? Now, they were saying Iraqi authorities say at least 7 more people were killed in clashes between protests and police in eastern Baghdad on Sunday, bringing the death toll to nearly a week of anti-government rallies throughout Iraq. To more than 100 people actually are killed, with thousands others injured. Protesters who took to the streets on Tuesday, frustrated over joblessness, corruption, have been met with live ammunition from security forces attempting to break the mass demonstrations that have convulsed Baghdad and some parts of southern Iraq for days. So far, 104 people have been killed and 6,107 people have been wounded in the unrest, according to the figures released by Iraq security officials. More than 1,200 security members were among the injured, demanding better basic services like electricity and water, and renouncing corruption. A small group of protesters assembled seemingly spontaneously last week before being dispersed by security forces. Then the protesters put out a call to reconverse on social media, on social media, and the response took observers and government officials aback. Also, they were saying thousands of mostly young adults in their 20s, outraged over inadequate services and poor job prospects in the oil-rich country, came out to push for more opportunity and to end corruption. The Iraqi army and the police responded by firing live rounds, tear gas, and rubber bullets into crowds. As protests spread across to other parts of the country, the bloody clashes continue. The 6 days of demonstration marked the most serious challenge Prime Minister Adel Abdul Mahdi faced since he assumed office last October. He is committed. To meeting with the protesters without armed forces to have a dialogue about their demands. Abdul said. He said, "I will go." He said, "I will go and meet with the I'm sorry. He will go there and meet with them without weapons and sit with them for hours to listen to their demands." Abdul Mahdi announced a plan to pay out an unemployment assistance and provide government-backed housing for low-income residents in an attempt to satisfy the demonstrators, demonstrators who have set buildings aflame and sparred with authorities. The United Nations envoy for Iraq, John Hennis Plasher, took to Twitter on Saturday to denounce violence, saying, quote unquote, "This must stop." And also, he said, quote unquote, he said, "I call to all parties to pause and reflect. Those responsible for violence should be held to account. Let the spirit of unity prevail across Iraq," wrote Hennis Plasher. Protesters called for top government officials to step down as authorities cut out internet service in Baghdad and much across the country. So they saying like this situation has really gotten out of hand over there. They having like a lot of anti-government protests in Iraq because they lack electricity, internet service, and also just for little services they need, like public housing. And they pretty much took to the streets about the job prospects that's over there in the oil market as well. So they pretty much having a lot of high demands as far as job services, housing services, just like how we have over here, amenities, or not necessarily amenities and stuff like that, but programs to where it can help out people that's dealing with low income services, and also people they can provide for themselves. But I had to come together with this video, man. Spread thoughts up on this, shed light up on the situation. I felt the need that y'all had to hear this subject. Keep on liking and subscribing to my channel. Always appreciate the love. And don't forget to hit the bell to get all of my notifications. And if you'd like to donate to the channel, the link will be in the description box. And this your man B Mouse coming to you live once again from the B Mouse 84 Conscious channel. One love once again. Peace.